Hello, guess who's back? I'm really anxious. This is like, I haven't done this in like a long time. And also, I'm using a different microphone. So hopefully that, oh, I've just hit it. Hopefully that goes okay. But if you haven't noticed, I haven't uploaded a video in like 4 months. I was gonna do a video like explaining it all, but that's a bit boring. So I'm just gonna do what I want. I feel like doing, like the Mr. Beast, like drink 5 Red Bulls and like be really enthusiastic. I'm like feeling very hyper, but I don't think that's like coming, like on the inside, I'm feeling very like ADHD, like really hyper, but on the outside, I think I sound really like kind of monotone, kind of, I don't know. It's a weird combination, like the autism and ADHD, but I didn't really know how to come back because I like accidentally had a breakdown and like I'm still waiting. I'm still on like a lot of after like going to A&E and stuff for a lot of times for my like mental issues. I'm still on waiting lists, but I'm like more stable, so I thought this was like a good time to kind of come back and like, but I have to like kind of do it differently. So I think I've got like some ideas of like schedules and stuff like that I want to do now for like posting, so I can be kind of, I guess, like regularly uploading videos but not like burning myself out. So today I'm just going to do a tier list, and we're going back to like the roots of the channel, and we're going to do Button Moon. That was one of my like favorite podcast episodes that I did of Holly. I'm hoping like, one day we can like resurrect the podcast. But Holly's still in college, so that's like she's got no time. But it's annoying because like I feel like the podcast episodes were good apart from the quality. Like I loved doing it, but like that was like as soon as we stopped doing it, I got a like actual microphone, which was really annoying. Because had we had one, I think it could have been really, really good. But yeah, that's really annoying. But I'm just gonna start because if not, I'm gonna go on like loads of like side points. I'm gonna rank the Button Moon characters and stuff. Not all of them, but like the main ones and the ones like that I think are worth mentioning. There are gonna be some that I've like forgotten about or like I don't really care to do, so leaving those out. I don't think this will be a very long video because I don't know. Usually I put quite a lot into my videos, though it might not seem like it, I don't know. I tend to like do like the research commentary type ones, but I thought this would be like a good chill one to do that's not gonna like fry my brain. You already know what a tier list is, so I'm not going to explain that. So, first, what's this one meant to be? Oh, it's meant to be Ragdoll, I think. Okay, Ragdoll. She kind of annoyed me because she was like the bratty, like little girl trope, which like really annoyed me. And I probably used to be to an extent. So, uh, I'm going to put her in C, and then I might like jiggle things around. Like I might change my order as I go, but she's going to be a C because, yeah, moving on. Freddy Teddy. You know what? Is he meant to be like I was going to say Paddington, but because I was thinking he eats like marmalade sandwiches, but he doesn't. He eats like honey sandwiches. And I remember like Ragdoll used to be like, I hate honey sandwiches. And he was like, but I like honey sandwiches. But I feel bad for him because he's always putting up with her. So, like, I guess they could be like the same level. I might change that later, but they're not like my favorite characters. I'm trying to think about how to not make this video boring because I kind of like want to talk a lot, but also I don't want to make it, you know, I'm just gonna talk because I think I'm so like anxious because it's like I haven't done this in a long time. But I've got like a new plan for videos now because I was doing like most weeks, kind of majority of the weeks I was doing like commentary style, and I really loved doing those, but they took a lot out of me. So I've got like a plan that I'm going to do because I found it's really weird going through a breakdown. My autistic and like ADHD symptoms have just like flared up. Getting overstimulated has flared up, and like there's so many things that have changed. I don't want to put much pressure on myself, but also this is something that I enjoy doing. So I think that when you go through like a breakdown and you have autism, I think focusing on special interests is quite important to kind of like bring yourself back. So I've mentioned before, like Cybermen are like a special interest of mine. So the kind of schedule kind of thing that I'm thinking is like once every 2 weeks, every other week, I'm gonna do like a Cyberman video. So I'm gonna kind of do like a video about each Cyberman episode, but like go through them. So like first one is the 10th planet, and I think I'm gonna split that into two parts because like I wanted to do it all in one, but then I've prepared that video and I've realized that's actually quite a lot to cram in. So I think I'm going to split that over two, but then I'll just go through and watch all the Cybermen episodes and like cover one by one. But I don't want to do that every week because that's quite a lot for me to like research and then write the summary and all that. So I think I'm going to do these kind of videos in between. So like alternate them every week, do like this like more chilled out, like easier on my brain kind of one. Hopefully you don't get bored of that. I think I'll get more used to doing it. Anyway, next one, Bottle Army. Growing up, I only watched like 10 Button Moon episodes. Literally, I had this Button Moon DVD, I'll show it on screen, but it had like 10 episodes only. Oh, and I remember like, you know, on DVDs, you have like the title card where you can like select an episode. I remember the Doctor Who, classic Doctor Who ones really vividly, but the Button Moon one kind of freaked me out. Anyway, Plastic Bottle Army. I didn't realize there were more bottles. I didn't realize they called some bottles medium. Like I know Captain Large, small bottle, little bottle, and I knew there were like some other random unnamed ones, but there's like so many of them. And there's so many you can watch on ITVX. There's seasons of Button Moon with like I think 13 episodes each season, and I didn't even know there was that many. Like I wasn't even seeing a full season my whole life, and then during my breakdown, I've been watching those to kind of. It sounds weird. Keep me sane. I've been watching this thing, but I do think puppetry and that kind of stop motion and that kind of thing is kind of an interest of mine anyway. So just like going back into that autism interest kind of thing. But I'm gonna put them. Oh, so I like their flag. That's a cute little flag. B tier. I might change them to A, but I do like them. Captain Large. Hell no. Um. Oh, whoops. What have I done? Oh no, I've messed it up. Wait. Let me redo that. I just like accidentally closed the thing, so I'll just like redo it, and I'll do it how I thought I did it. Yeah, I think that's how it is. Anyway, it's because on my mouse I have like a backspace button that I don't want. But anyway, Captain Ladge, I think I'll put him in A tier. Like he annoys me, but also he's like one of the main guys, and like also like I don't know. Small bottle, I'll also put in A tier because I do like him. He's kind of like a ADHD representation for me. He just does stuff and like says stuff and like just messes around. Not that that's what ADHD is, but like for me, I see myself and just like going through life, just like messing around. That sounds fun. Little bottle S tier. Little bottle S tier. In this picture, that's when he accidentally spilled paint on Button Moon. I don't even know what episode that is, but S tier. I don't need to explain. Vacuum Clean is also S tier. And actually, I'm going to move Captain Large down a bit. Because he sold Vacuum Cleaner. That's a crime. Vacuum Cleaner is like the OG. He's first episode character. He's like. And like, remember that time he dressed up as a washing machine? What is this? Is this Miss or Nurse Johnson? Was that her name? Let me just look because I don't want to get it wrong. But also, there's like when you Google a show and you get like a character list, like Buttermoon's such like a small like niche thing that is like there's not much on like there is a lot of stuff on the Wikipedia, but not like all the characters and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I've got it down as Miss Johnson. She kind of annoys me a bit because there's like this thing where she's like always laughing at everything, but also she's a nurse. So like that's good to be like she taught Tina how to do first aid and stuff. So like gonna put her in C. Martha and Muggs. I don't have much of an opinion, so C is gonna be my like kind of more neutral. I don't really understand. Um. Oh. What's this? Is this just? Oh, Benny Bin. That's his name. He's in the same category as Small because he's just like that goofy, like he ate that cake the one time, like the gang made a cake for Mr. Spoon and like left the cake on the table for a couple of minutes, and Benny Bin ate it, but plot twist, the cake was made out of soap, so like he was having a big stomach ache. The French blancmange man. Okay, through my through my like mental issues, I've like had involuntary, what is it called? Involuntary age regression, which is not a fun thing for me because it's like a, what is it called? Dissociation kind of thing. I hate that it happens, but while it was happening, I was speaking and talking and acting like, a child, like like a 6 year old. But I kept on going on about how I wanted to eat blancmange because my like great nan used to make it, and so I brought some, and I still haven't made it. But like, it's really hard to find blancmange in shops now. They used to do like I remember the box of like different flavors we used to buy, and I think that's kind of a British thing. Like, it's not the best. It's like jelly. Where like in the 80s, I feel like they had like a weird thing about putting everything in jelly and making like gelatin everything, and like it was a weird time. But the French blancmange man, I think he has class. I think he'll go A tier. Queenie jelly goes D tier. Should there be an F tier? I'm adding it. Okay, wait, what color should it be? Oh, that color. There we go. She can go in F tier. See, I created a whole new tier. She used to freak me out. And also, there's two versions of her, like, puppet. One of them is a lot creepy. Well, one of them I hate more, but they're also, like, really, like, I don't like. She freaks me out. She, like, how did they even make that into a puppet? And, like, but Gingerbread Man, they go in A tier. They're underpaid. Also, they remind me of like Greg's Gingerbread Man. I say that because I just went to Greg's. I had like I was gonna say chocolate starfish. It's like just a star biscuit chocolate thing. I don't know. I just call it starfish. Mr. Tub. I think that's his name. I'll put it in C because I don't really. It's nice of him actually to give these kids, Tina and Egbert, like a tour of his factory. Like, I'd love to do that. I feel like that's like a back in the day kind of thing. I feel like you don't get like someone's boss be like, bring your kids. We'll get them in Iceland. I feel like that it's he's a nice fella. I feel like that's, yeah. I don't even know. Is this the milkman? Okay. See, I have the milkman, and is it called Mr. Pot, the postman? Because his head is like a teapot shape. Are they're the same puppet, right? Are they meant to be the same character, or are they meant to be different characters but just like the same like puppet? Because I don't really know, but they're confusing me, so I'll put them in D tier. And also, I remember I did pay like a year ago. I stopped it because it was like expensive, but I did pay for like a good year to have a milkman, like, the old fashioned, because my great nan used to do that, like the glass bottles like on your doorstep every morning. That was so good. Actually, it wasn't every morning, it was like 3 times a week or something like that, but I loved it. I really loved it. It's like I love old things like that. Like, that makes so much more sense as well. To like have because it's like the perfect eco-friendly. My dad said back in the day when everyone used to have that in the UK, the what's it called, milk floats, the like vehicles that come and like bring you the milk every morning. He said those were like electric, and he like it was the perfect like eco-friendly system where it's like you have these glass bottles that you use them, and then they take them back to the factory, sterilize them and reuse them, and once they can't sterilize them anymore, they like recycle them. And like the foil lids of it, and like there's no plastic, and there's no like, why can't we bring them back? I know, like, I heard my mum when she was a girl, someone used to go stealing the milk, but I feel like you could, like, get a locked box or with a code or something. I don't know. People steal mail, so you could probably find a workaround, but bring them back. I'm just gonna move the milk one up just for the milk. Not even for the milkman, just for the milk. Oh, this was a traumatic episode. Planet Donut. So I've put like the Planet Donut like messed up food here. Um, I'm not even gonna explain much. My mum likes egg custard tarts, and is that like a UK food? Sounds like one of those weird like old people that I talk to, and there's like some like old like wartime foods that like we don't really eat that much anymore, but some old people still do. Like what's an example? Like my mum introduced my nan to pasta because she went to high school and made it in food tech, and like my nan had never heard of pasta, and they just like ate like potatoes and like vegetables and like shepherd's pie before. I could not live without pasta. Yeah, I don't even know what was I doing. Oh yeah, but my mum like said custard tarts, and every time she has one, my dad does not eat one because he's like, you know that one Button Moon episode of the like moldy food, and this was like in it. It's like scarred for life. So F tier. But also teaching kids you need to chuck away moldy food. That is good, but that didn't come across to me. I just saw this like weird like apple thing. I don't even want to look at it. Brew the Witch. Okay, this is one of their like reoccurring characters from like the Looking Through the Telescope. And now I think about it, isn't it weird that Mr. Spoon's like looking through the telescope and seeing into people's houses? I'm just gonna not elaborate on that thought because I don't really want to think about it. But I like that she's a witch, but she's like a nice witch, but she's like not a stereotypical witch. She's like domesticated. She has like a toaster and stuff. She has like a hair curlers and like so I like how she's like breaking the stereotypes of like witchery. She can go and B tier. Banana birds. I do like them. I'm A tier. I was gonna say more, but I just spotted I do not like these fellas. They're really annoying. They're really annoying. I'm so sorry. Basil the dog. I'm not even saying Bertie and Gertie. It's like their voices annoy me. I'm really sorry, but also not. Basil the dog. Basil the dog. Oh, he's such a nice dog. I want a dog like this. See, my dog. Where's Scruffy? Do I have a picture of Scruffy? Oh, he's there. See, my dog kind of looks like Scruffy, but more rat-like. I have like a Jack Russell cross with a Chihuahua, and she looks like a rat, and she also acts like it. But also, Chihuahuas are so ugly. They look like I don't know. Maybe that's like a something because I feel like people who have Chihuahuas would be like really offended. But I have like a half Chihuahua, and it's like an ugly dog, but it's like a cute in an ugly way. Like, but I wouldn't get like an actual Chihuahua because like they kind of freak me out. That and also they want to kill, they want to bark at everything and fight everything. Like, why are little dogs so like vicious and like big dogs are the most chilled out? Like, I love Labradors because they're like the happiest dogs I've ever met. I want that kind of happiness, that just like not bothered about anything and like I don't know. Anyway, Basil, this is a nice dog, but I always, sausage dogs are really funny because like when they're walking about, they're so short-legged. Or not, probably not all of them, but they're nice dogs. And Scruffy can go next to him because I'm not separating them. They belong together. Hare is really annoying. Not as annoying these ones, but he annoys me. His like ego. Where's Tortoise? Oh, and I'll put Tortoise above him because he's above him. Also, I want like a tablecloth that is a map like this. Also, I want a teapot like that just for like nostalgia. See, there's a lot of things. I think it's like the autism. Now that I'm like 20, there's like a lot of things like I'm revisiting in my from my childhood and like things I collect that remind me. Like I have a what's it called? Well, I call it an autism wall. Basically, all my special interests, but I've just like printed them all out and put them on the wall. It was meant to be like a murder board kind of thing where I wanted to get some like string or something to connect them. But then that's kind of a lot of work in my head to like try and connect them. So I've just like put them in general categories and moving on. The umbrellas, not all of them are in this. They've come in like a couple of episodes, but they're kind of just I like the old ones, like the one with the glasses, and also like I always like the two that are on here, like the two matching ones. I really wanted one, and it reminds me I wear frilly socks a lot, but they have that like lacy kind of frilly stuff. I'd like an umbrella like that. But also there are those umbrellas that are like mini like pocket ones, but they're not that sturdy. But then I don't want to carry around like I use a walking stick for fatigue. I have like a green clear like acrylic one. It's really nice. You can't like carry like a big umbrella and that, and it's always annoying. So yeah. Anyway, oh, Egbert's dad, or what do they call it, Daddy Egbert? I'm just calling it Egbert's dad. Does he like have a job? Does being a scout fella, is that a job? But I knew he was out of job in one of the episodes. So, but he seems like a nice fella. He can go in this tier. These goons, S tier. They were only in one episode, but when they cut to them, I saw these gangster fellas like I just thought it was funny. It was like this is for like in one of the episodes it was like a wedding, and they're just like you have all the like shots of like Button Moon, Mr. Spoon and like Tina and Egbert all in like fancy dress, and not fancy dresses in like party costumes, but like fancy clothes for like a wedding, you know. And then you cut to these two fellas just standing there. I want to be like that. Well, no, I don't. Anyway, moving on. Thunder the Dragon. I like how he'd be messing with Bruce sometimes and like laughing about it. That's really fun. Oh, Granny Spoon. I feel like I'm like Granny Spoon sometimes. She can go in B tier because she seems nice. Also, she's like got the grandmotherly, like, you know, spoils the grandkid. She's like telling Tina off for like spending her pocket money on a gift for her and like stuff like that. So that's nice. Tina Teaspoon is B tier. I don't know. I feel like she's not got enough personality. That's really mean. Enough personality, like, or enough goofiness for me to put her any higher. But she's a good character. She's like a solid character. Is this? I think this one's meant to be Thunder the Cat. I don't know much about him, so I'll just put him here. You never see him, but it's just like a. Because Thunder the Cat, he's meant to be like lightning speed. You never see him. Or is it? No, Lightning the cat. Sorry, I called him Thunder. Thunder's the dragon. Lightning the cat. See that? When I explained that, it didn't really make much sense in my head. I was like, wait, no, that's not quite right. But yeah, Lightning the cat. I have a black cat. I wonder if Lightning's a black cat because you know the whole witch thing. But then Brooby going against those stereotypes are like. Anyway, Wibbly Wobbly Man. He was a good character. He was like, there was like a couple of times where he was like, I was gonna say clap back at ragdoll, but I don't think it was that intense. But it was just like, don't be letting her get away with everything, kind of thing. Maybe I'm the only one seeing that. He was like, he was a good character. I don't know. What's this? Oh, Bru's old mum. I like how she's sometimes like annoyed at Bru. So I'll put her same level as Bru, but she was like had no but maybe I'll move her up. She was like fun. She was like getting annoyed at Bru or like joking around, and like I can like appreciate that like kind of banter in your family. Mr. Spoon. I don't know why I'm doing like the main ones last. I guess that's just how it came up on this. Mr. Spoon, S tier, bro. He's a government spy for real. Because he's not got a job. You can't. They never mentioned him having any kind of job. So, like, how do you afford a rocket? Because I know Mrs. Spoon is not making. Actually, does Mrs. Spoon work in the ice cream factory? Maybe she doesn't. Maybe I'm imagining that. No, I feel like she does. Wait. Because Vanilla works in the ice cream factory. Does Mrs. Spoon not work then? I don't remember. I feel like she works in the ice cream factory. Because ain't that how she met Vanilla? I could be wrong. See, I should be knowing my Butter Moon lore, but yeah, I don't remember. But anyway, Mr. Spoon, ain't no way he's getting all that rocket money and like fuel money and like all that from nothing. He's a spy. He's gathering information, not necessarily in like a bad way, but just like maybe he's like a keeping an eye on everything kind of thing, you know, making sure the moon is still there and all that, what's going on up there. Or maybe it's like some kind of scientific like research, you know, like astronaut kind of thing. Like he's actually like researching. Could be that. That could be like a nicer. See, isn't this weird? Like this is just like a children's show, and I'm like having all these like deep thoughts. I think that's the autism though. That's definitely something. I think this one's meant to be Vanilla. She works in an ice cream factory, so she can't be that bad. I should have put the other ice cream fellas on here, but then also they only appear for like 1 or 2 episodes, so she can go here. Egbert S tier, bro. He's an egg. He's an egg. Look at his little face. He deserves to be S tier. Mrs. Spoon can be in this one, I guess. There's no reason. Robbie Robot, I feel bad for him because, like, he has to be. Was it like he has like a wind up thing? He's like a wind up toy robot, so like someone has to manually like thing on the his back. I put a picture in, but I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him. I don't really know. I don't have that much opinions. He can go here, I think. Yeah. See, that's all the pictures I have. Now I'm like thinking of more characters, but I could like do this all day. I don't know. I'm second guessing myself, but well, that's my tier video done. The next video is going to be a lot more interesting, I think. So next video will be the first part of the 10th planet video I'm doing. Basically, I'm just going to be like kind of going through what happens. It's kind of like my Piku Niku video where it's like I'm not playing it on screen, I'm not watching it. It's not like a reaction video because I already know it. I've watched it since I was like 9 years old or 8 or something, but it's going to be like kind of a summary going through it, explaining the plot, but like my kind of humor where maybe it's not funny to anyone, but it is to me. It's a good video. I'm so excited. Like, I'm really excited. So that will be next week. So that's how the posting schedule should go. So I've done it in a way that's like hopefully won't burn me out. Really sorry in advance if I skip some weeks, but gonna try and be strict on myself within reason. Like obviously if I'm like having a crisis again, I don't think I'll be gone for another 4 months though. It's like probably just gonna be like a week off or something. So thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see the Cybermen stuff. It's a lot more interesting than this. This is more of a rambly one. Check out my old content. Not old, but 4 months ago, like my there's a playlist of my stuff on this channel. There's like a Piku Niku video, the Dark Crystal video. I don't know what else there is. I'm not remembering. But there's some like things that I really enjoyed making there. Commentary is something I find fun, but is like quite heavy on the editing sometimes for me. With like that's kind of relative. Like for me, heavy, but not like for someone that's like not an editor kind of thing. Anyway, gotta wrap this up.